All right, all right, all right. I hope all is well. I'm your host, Coach T. Williams. Thank you for being on time. I hope I am unmuted. Yeah, I mute myself. All right, got it. And I'm turning cameras on, and I need to close this door right quick. Oh. All right, I hope all is well. Super pumped about tonight. So again, for everybody that this is their first time being on, I got like 3 screens right here. So I'm actually looking at 1, 2, and 3. So if I'm looking everywhere, that's why. Super pumped about tonight because we're going to go over something I think that you're going to find very interesting. The goal of this platform and the goal of what we do in Investing Now 2021 is to help people with financial security and help folks to make the money that they really want. The quote for this month is failure is not attempting. That's my quote, I believe. I don't think anybody else said it. It's just not attempting, right? You fail when you don't attempt. If you try, you learn from it. I got my marketer. She helped us out. She made us a new background, so I hope it's not too busy for you. I may have to work on some coloring, but nonetheless, I forgot last week I talked about let's be that guy. You want to be that guy. All right, I'm admitting people in, guys. So I'm looking at 2 screens every time it pops up in the corner of my eye. This week, we're going to talk about lessons learned. Lessons learned. Now, Caleb may get on, he may not. I'm ready regardless. Next week, Coach going to talk about the state of real estate investing. Everybody say that real estate is overrated. Everybody's saying there's so much going on, too much going on. Prices are high. People cannot buy houses. Everybody's saying all kinds of mess. If you listen to everybody, you're going to be just like everybody. But if you take action, you'll find out you're different than everybody. So Coach will talk about that next week. If not, I'll be prepared to talk about whatever I got to talk about. He's in Chicago. He may be getting on soon. I hope he do. Yep, he'll be getting on soon. Let's get paid. All right, so he just texted me. Let me say, get on, man. Get on. All right, so let me make sure he got the link to get on right now. He just arrived in Chicago today. He's working in that market, making group homes as we speak, looking, preparing, practicing what we do so that we can teach it to other people as we do it. Let me send him this link real quick to make sure you got it. Monday Mastermind, booyah. All right, so Coach will be joining us anytime now. Next week, he'll talk about that. On the 5th week, we're off, but we're not off from working. We're off from being on this call. You still should be working on your business. You still should be growing your business. Everybody have work to do. It's always something you can do to make your business better. Now, our top priority is always leads, right? Regardless of what kind of leads, whether it be you as a mentee, whether it be a seller, whether it be a buyer, whatever. We always looking for the build lead generation. We always look for somebody motivated. Whatever leads you want them to be motivated, right? You want to be motivated to take action. And then you want to be a problem solver. You're not trying to talk to people that ain't got a problem, right? If you're making so much money, you don't need to be on this call because you ain't got a problem. And if you're making so much money, you got your money working for you, then you don't have a problem. But if you're on this call, you should be on this call because you want your money to make money, and then you want your money to go work for you, and you never have to work for it. It works for you. That's the goal of this call. And that's why I put my audiobook. Let me find my audiobook and cut and paste it for y'all to get in there. Let me make sure I got my audiobook, put it in the chat for you to get on there. If you like anything and you got to leave early, I would love for you to listen to at least the first 2 chapters of the audiobook, right? Listen to the first 2 chapters, then get on my schedule. Email be emailed to you to get on my schedule. Let me go in the chat box real quick. Put that in the chat box for you. I got participants waiting in the waiting room. Interesting. I don't see anybody. All right. It's not good. Oh, sorry. And it's got a big red X on it. Okay. I don't know what's going on. Okay. Joe, man, I need to give you access. Oh, Eric. Okay. 1 person. Really, dude? You ain't gonna let me send a chat for 1 person? Hey, this got the military mentality. Nobody left behind. All right. So let me, what is going on? Ain't nobody else in the waiting room. Stop. Everyone in the meeting. All right. Got it. All right. Y'all got it now. That's my audio book, guys. It's really cheap. $9. $9. Listen to my little story, my little first 2 chapters. You can listen to other stuff later. And we do that so you can kind of know who I am. You don't know me, right? I'm just a guy with a hairy face today, and so on. All right, Joe, I'm gonna make you it's a good read. Thank you, Joe. They can't read it, man. It's only going to us. Let me make you co-host, brother. Where you at? co-host, and then when if Caleb jump on, he should jump on. I don't see that's Caleb right there. All right, cool. And I'll make Caleb a co-host as well. So Caleb in, let me find you, Caleb. I'm gonna make you co-host as well. All right, got you. All right, guys, now I'm finna try and get it. Hey, Caleb, Joe, I need y'all to help me out. Coach, if anybody's in the waiting room, admit them in, let them in, so I can focus on what we're gonna talk about real quick. Really want to get at this, guys. I'm super pumped. I'm super excited. I am super pumped and super excited. I just got back from boardroom in Ohio. I live in North Carolina now. I'm originally from Louisiana, stayed at the Washington, D.C., worked for the Pentagon, out branch of the Pentagon with the Army. And now I'm in Fort Bragg, Fort Liberty here in North Carolina. So went to Ohio last week, attended a boardroom, learned a lot from it. Chicago market, coach is up there this week. I don't know how long I put to the 20th. I'm sure Coach say once they get the job done, he's coming home early. He got a son up there working with him. And the Louisiana market is where we're trying to grow some people at that work hands-on with Caleb. Caleb is taking over saying, hey, coach, you go and help people. Let me help them, right? And we helping everybody, right? But he's hands-on there, and he's trying to build a group of people that are serious about taking action. Again, motivation, got a problem, and want a win-win-win solution. That's the last thing I'm going to say. Let me move this over real quick. Coach, man, how's things going in Chicago? You should be on mute, man. I made you what's the name? All right, guys. I hope y'all can see my screen. I'm super pumped. All right, Caleb, I'm going to get to you, brother. And if we don't, you got me next week. Listen, guys, I had to do this. I mean, whatever reason, today, I just got back in town, just traveled in from Virginia here, and I had to do this. This came across my heart to share this with you. Guys, why real estate? When I'm a primary licensed, what they call it, life insurance salesman, all right? I do not work with Primerica anymore. I am independent, and I'm not with them no more. Not because they did anything wrong. I still got life insurance with Primerica. I love Primerica life insurance. However, I'm active duty military, and I'm focused on real estate on the other side. So if I'm doing those things, I can't focus on all those things. I can't do it all. I can't. I love real estate. I love insurance. Don't get me wrong. And everybody need it. And it's great money in it. But for whatever reason, if you write a contract on somebody and they don't keep it, at the end of the year, they pay you up front and then they take that money back. I was writing checks. December, when it's Christmas time, I'm writing checks back to Primerica to pay for people that's irresponsible. So I said, I'm good on that. I'll do that later on in life. Right now, I'm going to focus on what makes money now, and I don't got to write checks back, all right? So anybody heard of the rule of 72? Anybody heard of that? Anybody put some thumbs up, chats up, something, right? If you heard of the rule of 72, Primerica taught me this one thing, how money works. You divide the percentage, the interest rate into 72, and they show you how long it takes for your money to double, all right? So in understanding that, if you have 3% interest rate on your money, and let's say it's 10 grand, it's going to take 3 divided into 72, 24 years for your money to double and make 20,000. All right. And for the double again, 40. So 24 plus 24 equals 48. 40 years. 48 years for you to make $40,000 on 10 grand. Guys, that's eye-opening. That's the power of compound interest. That is great to somebody, but it made me think about real estate being better, right? So we're going to skip the 6% and we're going to go to the real money, 12%. If you're doing real estate, you should be getting an average deal with 12% ROI, right? We teach you how to find out ROI and make sure you at that 10 to 12%. So we're skipping 6%. That's pennies. 3% pennies. 1.5% pennies. But the example I'm going to show you next is 2%. I know that some of y'all don't think, you can't think that big. So you can't think that big. I got to meet you where you at. You're thinking small, so I got to think pennies with you, right? But I'm thinking big. 12% is perfect. So 12 goes into 72 6 times. So in 6 years, your 10 grand gonna double. So in 6 years, it's 20 grand. 12 years, 40 grand, right? And go on down, and in 48 years, that same 10 grand that you would be getting 3% on and got 40,000, in 48 years, you got 2 million. That's at 12% return. Each one of your house, you should get a 12% rental ROI if you have a rental income, right? ROI of 12% a year. Guys, do you see how this works? You can do this on your own. You don't have to put your money in stocks. You got to put your money to somebody you don't trust, and you ain't got to depend on a market. You can have control of your destiny if you're not lazy. If you're not lazy, when I say lazy, I mean you're not blaming everybody else for what happened to you. You're taking on ownership. It happened to me. It's my fault. Fine. I still got 8%. I still got 10%. I still got 6%. 12% and 10% is good. So if that ain't exciting, I need somebody to put some thumbs up to understand that concept. I'm gonna flip it over to real estate, and I'm gonna give a small example, which you may not even get, but that's what's showing you a 12% ROI. Do you see why banks charges you so much interest rate? 24%, 28%, 18%, 17%. You see how the banks keep getting richer? Credit cards keep coming to getting richer? Be the bank. Flip it. Flip it. Flip it. Man, I'm excited, guys, because this is one of the biggest. Hey, guys, y'all gonna be letting folks in. Y'all got me over here working. Y'all got me over here working. I need Caleb. Y'all need y'all to help me out, guys. Listen, guys, at 12%, your money gonna double every 6 years, right? Every 12 years. And I'm telling y'all, one house, you can get 12% ROI. All right. You don't believe me? Let me go and show you the other example. Bop, 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 bop. Minimize. Minimize. Where you at? All right, my Google Doc. I just did my Google Doc, my Excel doc. Dang, 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 dang. Get up. Get on up. All right, y'all. Got a, okay, Google Drive. All right, compounding interest. All right, there we go. So zoomed in already. I wanted to save time and have this stuff ready. Sorry for minimizing it. All right, can you please follow me and say, I'm gonna slow it down and try and concentrate on this. So a house you purchase costs 100 grand. You do not buy that house and pay 100 grand cash for a rental. You're gonna put your 20% down or your 3% down, or maybe it's a house you already bought that's worth 100% down. I mean, I already got it. You're gonna move out of that house if you're living in it and it's worth 100 grand. We're gonna take the simplest rules of it all. The simplest rule of all, 1% rule. The 1% rental rule means 1% of whatever the house is valued, that's how much you can rent it out for. That's easy and common sense. That's the easiest rule base. That ain't got nothing to do with supply and demand. That ain't got nothing to do with how much people love that neighborhood, that school district. It has nothing to do with that. That has something to do with 1% of the value of the house is $100,000 house, 1% is $1,000. We're gonna, oh dang. Boy, cool. Yep, you ain't gotta be smart to be in real estate. Cost of living. All right, I did it on my cell phone. I actually did it on my cell phone. But cost of living increases 3%. That's the best case scenario. If you get 3% every year, your house made 3%. Wow, 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 right? You're making 3% on your money, compounding. Now, I'm gonna give you an example at 2% because again, I cannot give you an example that big. You'll be like, that's ridiculous. I should not get paid that much. It's not fair. I'm ripping people off. I'm a bad person. All that stupid stuff that we've been told as a kid, that money is evil. You shouldn't be greedy and all that crap. Guys, sorry. If that's what you believe, you need to get off this call because it's about making money and it's about a business and it's about providing a service to those who need it. You're not going out there finding somebody that don't need your service and you're ripping nobody off. You're working with people that need what you got. And you're giving a product better than everybody else's product, so they're willing to pay you for your product. Get that in your mind and stop thinking, the other way, if you're thinking that way. So we're gonna scroll down to example 1. I hope you can see this. I hope it's big enough. Let me see if I can make it a little bit bigger. A little bit bigger. All right, cool. We can do that. All right, perfect. So what we're gonna do is, I hope this is not too much going on. I just did it on my cell phone and I emailed to myself. So example 1. First year, you got 0 houses. Right? 0 houses, 0 houses. So 0 houses. So 0 money, no cash flow. Now, again, your house is worth $100,000. You're charging $1,000 rent. You still got to pay taxes. You still got to pay insurance. You still got to pay, you got to hold some money in reserve for maintenance. And you may want to pay a property manager, right? So we're going to say that equals $800 out. 800 expenses out, $200 cash flow a month that you put in your pocket, positive cash flow, and you're growing in income, right? So one house, $200 cash flow. We're going to go down. In 5 years, you got a house a year. Now you're making $1,000 cash flow. 200 times 5, right? That's it. Very minimal amount. $1,000 extra in your bank account every month for 12 months is a lot of money. Cash flow, money, right? You got another $12,000. Wow. What? Yeah, that's our 5 houses. 10 houses, right? One house per year, 10 houses later, $2,000 a month cash flow. You're putting in your pocket. You paid the property manager, you paid the taxes, you paid the insurance, and you got a reserve for maintenance covered. Bye-bye, gone, right? You're making $200 a month. That's off a $100,000 house. Guys, I'm finna go there. I'm finna go there. What happens in 10 years from the house you bought 10 years ago? Is that house worth the same 10 years later? No, I cannot get a house my great-grandma bought for the same price she bought it for. I can't get a house that my grandma bought for the same house that she bought it for. I cannot get a house my mom bought for the same price I'm buying it for. It's all going to increase over time. Guys, you're building equity. That's a whole nother subject about how you build an equity, right? We're talking about the basics, just cash flow. I'm showing you that. Now, I'm going to go ahead and riddle you this one. 2% after the first year, you charge 2%, that's $4 extra on that $200. Out on $1,000, on a $2, on a $200 cash flow. After a year later, after second year, $4. And on the third year, you're right, let's say 3 years. This ain't 10 years down the road on that one house, you're making an extra $212 cash flow. I'm not talking about $1,000. I'm just talking about the cash flow. That's just on that. All right, so we're going to skip the middle piece. Because I wanted to break it down, one house, 5 houses. So in first year, you get 5 houses. All of a sudden, you got 5 houses. You like me. I got 5 houses in 1 year without a problem. I said, I want 1 house a year. Everything I put on here is what I thought. I thought this worked. Then I got 5 houses in 1 year. I'm like, what the heck? Oh, wait, man, 2 years, 10 houses. What the heck? Right? I'm like, why am I doing this? Because it makes sense. Right? So if you did 1 year, you got 1,000, right? We're going to skip down to the money because I want to bore y'all. So we're going to do the one house, again, thinking pennies. Somebody moving slow as crumbs, right? Slow as crumbs. One house, 1 year, $1,000. Now this on the $1,000, this ain't on the cash flow, this on a total number, because you're gonna do it on the total number anyway, right? So at a 2% rate, next year you got a raise. You're making $1,020 a year. Multiply it times 12 and see how much that add up to be. You went from making $12,000 a year to now 1020, right? Times 12. Multiply that and see what number that comes. Somebody put that in the chat box. Multiply 1020. All right. After the next year, you compound on that. Now you're making 1040 on that. Then you compound that. Now you're making 1060. Well, we talking about the big numbers, guys. We want 10 houses in 10 years. You're making now 10,612, $10,612 a month. Guys, do you see how you actually can make 5 figures easily? This is not saying that you're going up on interest more. That's not saying this is the lowest rate, 2%. This is showing you how much money you can make. That's 10 years. Now, if we did the math right here with this 20 houses in 10 years instead of that, or 5 houses, they go to 5 houses right here, 5,000 in that first year. So we're not used to doing that twice. Man, this is powerful, guys. So what we teach y'all is how to do this. And this is not nothing make believe. This is not nothing fake. This is not ripping nobody else. I just created this on my cell phone. I literally emailed it to myself to share it with y'all. And I know you probably think I'm lying. I know y'all probably do. So I'm going to go on my email real quick. And you're going to see that I just emailed it to myself along with that doggone, I did all the stuff on this phone. There you go, 8:36. 8:36, I just emailed it to myself from my cell phone. I was working on while laying in bed while I was supposed to be resting. 8:36, 8:40, I just emailed it to myself. I shared it to myself right there from my cell phone. Emailed it to myself to present this to y'all tonight. It came across my heart at the last minute. I went in and said, let me go ahead and create this real quick. I think you need to understand the power of compound interest and understand that in real estate, you can do this. Now, I know half you saying this, how can I get there, coach? I love it. I want to be there. Guys, it started with taking action. Click on that link. Listen to my audiobook. It's $9. It's pennies, right? Get the audiobook. Hear the first 2 chapters at minimum. Listen to the whole audiobook. Absolutely. Give me a review for that. But listen to that so you know why I'm here and why I'm doing what I'm doing. I got an elementary book coming out very soon, a pre-K school, whatever it is. Hey, I can't get out of my mouth right now, I'm so sleepy, right? Before they go to preschool, right? Then they in daycare, right? I got a book coming out for babies about Matthias the Eagle achieving it all. My goal is to help with financial literacy. I'm trying to help as many people as possible. Guys, I want you to be a part of something like this. I want you to be making that type of money so that you can replace your salary if you want to. And if you want to condition money with your salary, go big. I'm not telling you to quit your job. If you love what you do what you love. But why not make extra money on the side there if you keep on compounding over time? This is based off 2%. This is based off 2%. It's not based off anything. And I just literally created this crap just to show y'all because God said, put this on your heart, bro. Go bless these folks. Show these folks what you can do. Now, how do you do this? Without having any money. How can I buy a house? Boy, that's pretty in waiting room. How can I buy a house without having any money? Guys, what we teach you is the art of putting the house on a contract for the right price so that you either keep it for yourself, go find some private money lenders that'll pay you, use hard money, go to a bank, do what the heck you want to do, or in case you just want to, hey, wholesale that contract over. Sell that contract to somebody else, make you a profit, and then use that profit that you're building from wholesaling to buy your house, right? Instead of using your money that you work hard for, hey, I wouldn't mind going out there and work for money to invest money. I wouldn't mind going out there and flipping a burger or two at McDonald's as an extra job or drive Uber Eats or drive Walmart, Shopify, or whatever. I don't care. That extra money while I'm dropping bandit signs out there, that extra money I would be paying for something to help me be better. Invest that money so it can grow. If you my book says, why would you be great? Invest your money so it can grow. Why would you be great? Invest now and grow your future, right? If you plant an apple seed, not one apple come out. It's abundance of apples. I want your money to go out there and work for you, and you plant money into one thing, but abundant money come back, right? We don't want you to plant for one. We don't want you to ever think one for one no more. We want you to think compounding interest from this day forward because you heard this coming out of my mouth. You want your money to compound. You don't want your money to sit in no banks, and you don't want the bank to lend your money out to other people and they make the money. You want to be the bank. And the only way you're going to do that is you take action, you trust yourself, and you do what you say you're going to do. You do what you say you're going to do. You can't talk about it. You can't talk to your mama about it. You can't talk to your daddy about it. You can't talk to your girlfriend about it. You can't talk about it. You got to be about it. The best example in the world is a person that's walking by. Be the person you want people to be. Let folks see the person in your label, and then they will follow, right? They don't follow. They do follow gossip and talk and mess, right? But when you're a leader, folks just some kind of gravitate to you, right? So when you go out there and make these actions, people don't gravitate to you. Well, what are you doing? How you're making it? Oh man, I can't do that. Well, fine for you. I'm glad there's people like you in the world that can't do this. That make it moat for me, right? Moat for me. So this is this business, guys. I'm keeping it there so you can understand the picture. 10 houses. Not to mention it's worth $1 million because it's $100,000 per house value. And that was 10 years ago. So 10 years later, that house is not worth $1 million. Those 10 houses probably worth about 2.5 million 10 years later, depending on where you buy it. And I know that you got some negative people out there saying, well, if you buy in my hood, if the house is valued $100,000 10 years ago, the house is going to be valued more because of inflation. For all you naysayers, inflation is going to make it go up. Now, do people want to live there? That's a different story. I agree. Everybody don't want to live in every neighborhood. And neighborhoods got a cycle, about a 40-year cycle. When homeowners buy houses, guys, the other folks that moved on, the other folks that take over the house afterwards, they didn't buy it. Their kids take over the house and they don't respect the house like the homeowners. Guys, I just put my book in there for all the people that join late. All the people that join late, what we're talking about is compounding interest, how you can buy one rental and make a ton of money. This is time 12, so did anybody do the math? Nobody put in the chat. I'm gonna call your numbers out since y'all ain't helping me out and y'all got me over here talking to myself. Let me go in here and let's do the math. So let's say I'm gonna do 1060, guys, after 10 years. 1060 times 12 months. That's $12,720. $12,720 a year that you're making off a house that you bought 10 years. That's 1 year. 1 year. Yeah, that's one house. All right. So you can do the math on that. So let's do the math anyway. 10,612 times 12. That's $127,000 a year. Somebody told me today they wanted six figures. That's six figures. And it don't take you 10 years to get no doggone 10 houses. It do not take you 10 years to get doggone 6 houses. I promise you this. It does not take you 10 years to get doggone. You can do that in one deal. Too easy in first year. If you're not afraid and you don't talk yourself out of it and you say, oh, no, I can't do it. It's too much. Guys, you get up every morning, you go to a job that you probably love, and you probably go to a job that you probably hate. I would help with the math, but I can't. I'm late. All right. Thank you, Zoom user. So it's really simple, guys. That's a lot of money, $127,000 a year. Who can't do something with $127,000 a year? Extra, in addition to your job, your retirement, in addition to everything you got going on. This is extra money. I mean, if you can't do nothing with that, you don't need to be on this call anyway. $127,000. That's all 10 houses. So take the years out and just look at the number of houses. Guys, this is beautiful. I need y'all to understand what you can do. And I already gave you the answer. How can I do this if I don't have any money? And pay for a coach to train you and mentor you to understand how to put a house on a contract for the right price. If you put a house on a contract for the right price, the sky's the limit to what you do afterwards. You can fix and flip it and make money. You can sell the contract to somebody else and make money. You can owner finance it to somebody to buy it from you and make money and cash flow. You can put a rental, right? You can birth when you rehab it, fix it up, refinance it with the rent it out, then refinance it with the bank, and the bank give you all your money back that you put into it. And now you got all this cash. That's what I did. That's what I did. That's my strategy, Burr. That's called a 7-figure formula. This is the 5-figure formula. I teach you how to go get that money. With that money, you go buy your rental properties and you do the 7-figure formula, which you use OPM, other people money, to fix that house that you're renting out, and that's bring your abundance money back, not one for one. You want abundance. Guys, 2% is not how much I go up on my rent a year. It's not. And if you live in an apartment complex, they do not go up 2%. They going up every bit of 4%, 3.9%, 3.5%, and maybe 4%. I did 2% because I need to think pennies so people can relate. How were you able to get 5 houses in 1 year? Know how to put in a contract, call the right people, not listen to realtors. I love realtors. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that all realtors are created equal. You got to have investor-friendly realtors. But being a part of communities and being around people that understand how to buy houses cheap, you're going to get that knowledge. You don't get that knowledge they got, and then you can go find those houses. And it's easier to find than you think. And it's right in front of your eyes. Every day you're driving, that house is right there, that house is right there, but you don't know how to skip trace them. You don't know how to contact them. You don't know what to say when you talk to them. So that's where coaches and mentors come in at. And you can get through a real estate agent, really simple, 20 houses in one deal, but then you got trust issues. Oh, well, why is it on the market? Why would somebody be selling it? Why that realtor ain't buy? Why that person didn't do it? You got all these questions then. Why? If it's such a good deal, why is it on the real estate market then? Why nobody else got it? I'm telling you what I hear folks say on a daily basis. I'm not making this stuff up. And y'all know I ain't lying. I bet you're laughing and slapping your legs. You ain't lying. Guys, opportunities in our face every day, and we so busy looking for everything else, We looking around, the freaking opportunity in your face, like right now you're on this call. It's in your face to learn that. We can exchange contract information at the end of the call. Hey, just get my book. Get the book, you're going to get on my schedule. Once you buy that book, guys, it's automatically going to send you an email. And if it don't automatically send you an email and I don't see it going there, I send you an email personally. Say, hey, let's get on my call, my schedule. Let's talk. Let's have a 15-minute discovery call, coaching call. I just did a discovery call before we got on here. I'm definitely getting a book. Great deal, then you're going to get it. Listen, I just did a 15-minute discovery call. I promise you, if I unmute that person right now, they'll say they learned something from 15 minutes of talking to me. 15 minutes of talking to me. I helped discover something about what their future looked like. Help them to figure out a better plan and path for them. And they can put it in the doggone, they can put it out there in the, oh, you can't read their chat messages. All right, so I got to tell y'all if they do it. All right, look, Caleb, man, I'm so sorry. I know you're super pumped. I did interview you. I did give you some questions to answer. And it's 9:30, man, but God put this on my spirit tonight saying somebody need to hear this. I created this from my cell phone. I didn't lie to y'all about nothing I said. As you can see, I just emailed it to myself at this time, 55 minutes ago at 8:36. After I emailed, I said, oh, I need the link to my coaching call, my phone. So, hey, here's the link. Oh, no, there's my reviews. Oh, that's the pictures. Oh, see, I ain't lying. They go to the rule of 72, the coaching thing I downloaded and sent it to myself. And then after that, I said, okay, here go the link to the phone so y'all can get the automated system. Here's the reviews. Oh, let me cut and paste that right quick in there. Just in case you like what you heard, guys. I would love for y'all to help other people know that I'm out here doing big things and we're trying to help people. So if you would love to give me a review based off of this call tonight, this was spur of the moment. I promise you, I just got in town, just drove about 7 hours. I came in from Virginia to North Carolina, had stopped at Armor and got me some new gear. Coach, I bought me about $300 worth of gear. You know, I got to go get it embroidered now. I go get that embroidery. Guys, I'm excited. I'm getting off target right quick, but look, I got a whole bunch of caps made. I don't know if y'all can even see this stuff. I don't know if y'all can see it, but I got a whole bunch of caps, extra caps made. Got a whole bunch of it. I'm getting a whole bunch. Man, I got so much stuff over here. I can pull hats out for days. Coach ain't running out of hats. Look, guys, I'm sorry. I'm playing around. Any other questions, guys? Ask your questions. Caleb, man, I got you next week. Unless Coach gonna do the State of the Union. I just had it on my heart to go ahead and do that. I had it on my heart to go ahead and do this one. Who is this? Hey, look, I'm gonna share this. Y'all, listen, y'all think it's a joke. And 22 hours ago, Mark, that's my book, right? I got LaTerrence Williams, 100% money back guaranteed, 1 year website. This is my new book that's coming out. We're gonna have an animation, guys. I'm having an animation. I'm having cartoons come out. So these are my ghostwriters, guys. I write the stuff. I give it to them. I'm going to have 25 hard copies. So this is all the stuff they promised me. So I said, can we talk tomorrow to see what needs to happen to meet these promises, right? That's what I sent them, right? So look, it's real deal, guys. It's a real deal. Coach Williams ain't playing. Coach Williams about his business, and Coach Williams make it happen. I don't mind sharing. I'm an open door. I want you to be successful. I want you to have a piece of this pie. Guys, all right, the only thing y'all did not ask me, y'all did not ask this question, I'm going to give it to you anyway. So I did it based off of this right here, this $1,000. This is when you have paid the house off and you're making $1,000 cash free too. So that $10,000 is not including all the other mess. This is after you pay the house off. In 10 years, you should have bought no houses. If you start wholesaling, the method I teach you, you go out there and you put a house on a contract, dirt cheap, from people that want to sell their house for that price and agree to that house for that price. That's what I teach. Go out there and put a contract on a house dirt cheap. You later on, when your money is up, you burn that house and you build it up and you make it very nice. You have the nicest house on the block. If you have the nicest house on the block, everybody want to rent your house. Everybody want to rent your house. Everybody want to move out their house and move into your house. You ain't hearing me. I know this because that's what I do. After you do that and you meet your number of 10, all right? My number as a school teacher, all I made was $6,000 a year. What a net, gross, whatever the heck it is, all right? That's all I made was $6,000 a year. Then afterwards, right, I like, okay, I only brought home like 3 out of that 10, right at 6. I said, so if I can replace 10 houses at $600 a month rent, then that's $6,000. 10 houses, $600, $6,000. Easy peasy, done. All right, done in my sign language because I listen to Miss Rachel with my baby. Done, all done. Right. So if they pay it off in full, then I would make $6,000 a month. How do you make them pay it off in full? So you can't do 10, you got to do 12, right? Now you got to do 12 because you still got taxes, you still got insurance. So the other 2 houses will cover the taxes and the insurance. So you can make that $6,000, right? So you got to do 8. I'm sorry, not 12, right? So how do you pay those houses off? That's when I started wholesaling. So now I'm wholesaling. I'm using a strategy. I'm not a wholesaler. I'm an investor. If it makes sense for me to keep, I'm keeping it. But now I'm wholesaling so I can make lump sums of money to pay off my houses. I'm telling you my blueprint. That's my blueprint. First, you build them up, then you pay them off. And use OPM, other people's money, to pay them off. I haven't messed over anybody. I haven't did nobody wrong. Half the time, people are contacting me saying, I don't want this. Take it off my hands. I don't want to deal with a real estate agent. I don't want to deal with my cousin Venice. I don't want to deal with nobody else. I know you because you're a good person and you're not going to mess over me. I promise you I heard that several times for every house I had. For every house I had. Somebody called me because I'm lazy. I am lazy. I do not go looking. They call me through somebody else, Facebook, word of mouth, or maybe I made a phone call, maybe by accident. I don't like calling people, right? And they call me and they say, got a problem. And I help somebody with a problem. Bankers send me deals all the time. My insurance company finally, shout out to State Farm, right? I ain't gonna say her name right now until the deal come through. She probably sent me a deal. She said this man died and the wife got like 50 houses and she don't want them. They all paid off in full. What? They all paid off in full? Husband died, insurance took care of everything, wife don't want them. What? Insurance company called me, said, Mr. Williams, I may got something for you. Send it. That's it. Send it. Because I already know the most motivating thing. Husband passed, wife don't want, pay it off in full. Bam. I promise you I'm going to find the money to buy all those houses. All those houses. And as I buy them, I'm going to wholesale so many to somebody else, and I'm going to keep the one scot-free that I want to keep. That's a bonus. After I got my number already. Guys, it's that simple, guys. So I thank you for being on this call. I thank you for your time. Shoot your questions out. Very happy for this success. Thanks for being a great resource for the people. Hey, I'm trying my best. I hope that people take advantage of this resource, right? So thank you so much for that. I'm trying my best to help as many people. How to find people, network, and then how do you know which hard money lender to use? I have never, ever in my entire life used hard money. Joe used hard money, and I let Joe do that. Joe, my hard money lender person. Now, I got systems that I pay for that actually give you recommendation of finance people, hard money lenders. But guys, you can go to your local RIA meeting, and I'm sure you're gonna have somebody there that refer you to a hard money lender. Hard money lenders easy to get. Everybody want to charge you 10%, 8%, 12% on your money, and they want to make 12% off your money, right? So that's an easy one. Easy peasy. Bam. What I would say is DSCR, no docs loans. That's the new thing that everybody's doing now. So they don't have to give any paperwork up the house that they rent. But if you're a wholesaler, you don't need that. But if you're trying to rent a house, if the rent is market rent and it cover the cost, they will give you their house. They will give you the money for that house. Now I think you have to still pay like 20% down or something like that, and a real high interest rate. But I got my own private money that I can use to buy houses. I do have lines of credit to use to buy houses, and I use banking, traditional financing. I have not used hard money. I do have folks that say they want to go in on deals. I have started it, but I have not finished it. Not on private deal. I'm not going to lie to you, because I don't want to deal with people that's annoying, right? Somebody let you borrow $10,000 and they think that's a lot of money, and they calling you every month with my $10,000. I'm like, brother, I'd rather give that back to you than you call, because that's pennies. Now, if you gave me $1 million, I feel obligated to talk to you. $10,000, I feel like, hey, you just know that that money ain't doing nothing, so you're just trying to get some more money out. That's just my personal opinion, and I hope you have those problems with me like that, right there. I hope that ain't too arrogant. I'm not trying to be arrogant. I'm just saying those are opinions. $10,000 woman remodel a doggone. Hell, I can barely get a roof done. Barely. I can get it done. But can't get an air conditioner in a roof. I need an air conditioner in a roof. Man, give me 15 at least, right? So $10,000. That's not opinions. So that's just an example. I'm sorry. I'm going on a rant about nothing. Any other question? I think I answered everybody's question. I roll up and down. Oh, if you have any deals in Richmond, I'll be your assistant with, what this in my way? All right. Just want to learn more. Gotcha. Too easy. Richmond, I do have a mentee in Richmond already. Not Richmond. I just drove through Richmond, guys. I just came from Lorton. Just drove through there. I went over there to Deering and went over there to the outlet, the Tango outlet, and I don't know, the M word somewhere. But yes, we got people. Latia, she's in Williamsburg area in Virginia. So she's there. She's a real estate agent licensed now. And she definitely is a resource that I can link you up with. So definitely an opportunity for you to learn from her if she's busy with real estate. I think she's doing notary too now. So how to find people in your network. Okay, I answered that question. Any other questions, guys? This call is for you. I definitely wanted to encourage you. I definitely want to motivate you. And I was just inspired to create this on my cell phone today. And I emailed it to myself. So it looked kind of wonky because I just tried to find a way to send it quickly, right? And did I do that? Yeah, I made it blue. I'm learning. All right. So nonetheless, why wait to be great? And if no more questions, I hope that you will go ahead and purchase the book. Listen to my audio story, share it with other people. I have no issue with that. The more, the merry. If you don't mind, send a review. Let me go back up here. There go the review link. Coach Joe, brother, you got anything? Coach Caleb, man, you got anything that you want to bring to the table? Say comments. I'll use the flow since y'all both are coaches and y'all are actively investing and making that real dough.
Man, that's one. I hope it's not too loud, man. I'm feeding the kid right now, as you said earlier. Yeah, we're here working in Chicago right now, man, and we got some. Man, it's just work, man. It's a lot of opportunity out here. When you look at the market as a whole, many people say that it's slowing down. The interest rates are sky high. Not sure. It's volatile. Not sure what's going to happen. All of that is 100% true. It is slowing down. Interest rates are high. The market is. It's just unpredictable right now. However, if you follow the system that you're teaching, the opportunities are still there because you're acquiring these assets, so far undervalued to where you're still able to, get in and out of transactions and, still only owe 70, 65, 70% of the value of the property. So that's just, yeah, man, it's just amazing to see it. Now, every corner you turn on, there is a deal. It may not be your type of deal, but every corner you turn on, there is a deal. So you have to understand, what type of deal is it there for you, and what type of deal is it there for somebody else. And I'll give you an example. If you are a home buyer, you're looking for a house for yourself. Oh yeah, every corner you turn on, there is a deal for you. You are an investor. You're looking at buying low and then renting out. No, there's not a deal on every corner to buy. However, you just keep driving till you get to the right corners with the right deals, and then you submit your offers. That's the most important thing here. You have to submit offers. Without submitting offers, the everything that we're sharing is just words, just spoken words. And I just want to say, man, hey, I appreciate everything you're doing. And right now, what do you think right now? Do you think the market is more geared towards fix and flip right now, more towards buying holes right now? What are your thoughts on that?
I think buying a hole is always the case. Fix and flip for me personally, and just my opinion. Now, no facts, guys. It's not. But the way Coach doing it, I think fix and keep is awesome. So buy and hold with fix and keep in mind. Guys, can y'all see my screen? Because Coach over here sending me pictures, so I emailed them to myself. That's what I was looking at. I wasn't being rude to Coach. I was sitting with Coach, just text me. I'm sharing with y'all in the Chicago market how we doing it. Can y'all see that screen? Am I still sharing?
Yep, we can see it.
Guys, is that beautiful or not? This is Coach. Walk us through this, brother. Don't let me take this, Joy.
Oh no, man! That's just one of the assets that we work together on. That's we bought that house. It was originally a duplex. It was two units. Each unit was 2 beds and 1 bath. All right. What we decided to do is convert it to a 5-bedroom, 1 bath, 2 bath. And now one may ask, well, shucks, you get 2 incomes from having a duplex. Why would you go down to 1 income? Well, the income from 2 duplexes from the property being 2 bedrooms was less than what it would be from having 1 property with 5 bedrooms. So that's the difference. A 2-bedroom property, you could rent about $1,100 max, a month. And now, mind you, that's no laundry either. So you're looking no in-unit laundry. So you're looking at about $1,100 max. Now, a 5-bedroom you can rent out for anywhere from $2,500 to $2,600. So you go 22 versus 25. Oh yeah, that's an extra $300. Look, let's get that meat off that bone. So that was the main reason for switching it. And that property there, man, it was one of the easiest ones I've had, that I've ever done. Because a lot of the work we purchased this property from a tired investor, someone who started out doing a as Coach called it, a fix and keep. However, they just ran out of gas. They got tired of dealing with the workers. It could truly be a headache, and they got tired. So we're able to step right in, swoop in, relieve that pressure for them, give them, their investment back. And then in the same time, we're able to get our hands on an amazing investment. So that property there is now a 5-bedroom, 2 bath, in-unit laundry. We're going to rent that property out for $2,500 a month. And so we should net about $600 a month cash flow. That's net. And that's amazing. That's amazing. So, that's what we're working on. And it's a lot of opportunities out here. It's a lot to where I'm not even like looking at it doing anything. I have, an investor here who has, $200,000 cash and like, hey, dude, use this money, and I could. However, it's like, I got to look at my tolerance, because again, anytime you're managing people, and remember, when you're dealing with a house, you're managing a problem too. So our whole purpose is fixing the house, which is a problem. Then we got to work with the people who are working with problems. And if you know anything about people, us as humans, we don't like problems, so you have to have a high tolerance. That's why Coach says that, you know what? Hey, I'm all in, but I know my tolerance level. So let me work with Joe. Joe, you handle the front end. I'll be on the back end. You and I can handle my tolerance with one person. And so that's how it is. So if you guys want to get into this business, it's very amazing. Just, hey, come in, ready to work, on, the YouTube and the IG, we hear, oh, I wholesale this, I done that, I flip this, and all of those things are probably true. The one thing that, they're not speaking about is that, hey, look, they're getting dirty. They're really putting in the time. And it's a beautiful thing because it's the time that belongs to you. And when you're able to see something go from nothing to like the photos that you're seeing right there, that makes it worth it. and you're able to grade yourself and say, I did this, I created this, I finished this, I accomplished this. So that's where the beauty comes into it at. But just come in ready to work, ready to learn, and to be a student, and boom, you're gonna take off. Because that's the exact same path that coach took, exact same path I took. Came in being a student, and yeah, I did one. Oh, did two. Oh, did three. Oh, did four. Oh, did 10. Oh, did 12. And it just goes that way. And, and share it with the world. And those people that, inspire to be more like you, making those types of decisions, those types of moves, showing that type of commitment, you're going to attract them to you. You're going to attract them to you. One of the things that somebody will tell you, and I just thought of this, Coach, is that if you ask somebody, hey, what's the most expensive decision that you've made? I tell you what, what's the most expensive decision that you make on a daily basis? Is
Not
it
making a decision.
yeah, not making a decision? Is it, should I get regular gas or premium gas? Is that the decision? Should I eat fast food or steak tonight? Is that the decision? What's the most expensive decision that you're making on a regular? What's the most expensive decision that you've made before? So for me, coach says not making the decision. Yes. So we can't put a price tag on that. However, when you start looking and say, hey, look, I want to make, $100,000 decisions on a daily basis. What does that look like? That's calling somebody, getting the property under contract, wholesaling it off. That's $100,000 decisions. People can't comprehend that, because if they're not making those types of decisions, you're speaking a different type of language. Just think about it. If you're on this call, you make six figures a year. Can you really have a conversation about money with somebody that's making $40,000 to $50,000 a year?
Coach,
It's different.
stop. You're being too real.
No, I'm saying it's just a little bit different. However, you get around with people that are making, what you're making, close to it, ballpark, and now you guys are starting to speak about how can we make more money? How can we make more money? And then once you discover it, is that getting another job? Is that, investing? Is that doing both? And for many of us, hey, that was me. Hey, yeah, I got to go to work. I'm working 2, 3 jobs, 80, 90 hours a week. So that's really how it went. So it's all right. If that's the path you want to take it and just know, what's the end. But all of that being said, real estate right now is still it's still a good time to be, still a good time to get in. It's just being, aggressive with the deals you choose to keep. Those that are not as sweet, decide to wholesale those off to other investors who money is a little bit cheaper than yours, and you keep going. Coach said it. Hey, I'm gonna go through these properties that the lady want to sell. I'm gonna keep the ones I want to keep, and then I'm gonna wholesale the rest. And he said, hey, I'm gonna take the ones I want. And now what do those look like? I don't know. It could be a combination of things. It could be the values of those properties. It could be the rent that's coming in of those properties. It could be the net profit. It could, who knows? It could be, hey, how much could he actually make off of the sale of those other properties? It could be a combination of things. So there's no one size fit all when you're analyzing opportunities. So it's all right. Let me just get knowledgeable. Let me submit some offers. Now let me see what's out there. That is it. And I tell you what, Coach, I'm working on a deal right now with Caleb. Caleb, are you in a position to speak? I know you went out to see the property today. Can you give us an update on where things are right now? What feedback you're getting?
Yeah, I can give some feedback, man. Right now I got the baby, so y'all might hear some baby noises. Got like got a lot going on. But so we met the buyer today at the property, and he's wanting, I showed him both of them. So he there she go. So he's wanting to buy both of them in a package deal. He doesn't want one at one time, I mean, that's all the updates I have for those properties.
That's a good update. That's a great update.
Yeah. So I think he wants to wait until the other one is under contract, or then we can give him some numbers. Yep.
Wait for which other one to be under contract.
So for Starling.
Wait. But I'm trying to see. Wait for which property to be under contract.
The one that you say you was discussing with the sellers, the pre-foreclosure, the one on Starling.
On Stockwell, or wait, Sterling or Stockwell?
I mean, I'm sorry, Stockwell.
Okay, so here's the thing about the one on Here's the thing about the one on Stockwell. So I already own the one on Stockwell. So
Okay.
so however, as of today, that one's off the market.
Oh, okay.
It's gone.
All right.
It's one of those where it's like, all right, boom, here it is. So I spoke to the partner on that one, and what we decided to do is actually go in and fix it up and put it on the market.
Okay.
So yeah, that's what happened with that one. So that one's gone. Sterling Drive, that one, I mean, I don't know. Come tonight, tomorrow, that one may be gone.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. So So yeah, I sent it out to some buyers, and like you said, everybody has their own criteria, so it wasn't working for everybody. And the other one, he's just want to buy them in a package. So I don't think he would be interested in just one, but I can definitely see, because he's kind of
tonight, man. Joe talking about tomorrow. That thing gonna be gone. Guys, listen to this.
Yeah.
The market is saturated. Nobody's investing. Coach said, "Nah, that was gone. That was gone." What package did? Nah, that was gone.
Yeah, it's competitive out here, man. It's competitive.
Yeah, and I haven't even so the thing about the Stockwell, Caleb, like I didn't even, like, you're the only person I shared that one with, because I was going back and forth getting some things worked out, and then it just boom, the guy was like, nah, you know what, don't even do it. Let's just not knock this out. So I think the guys are actually over there starting the trash, removing the trash and demo, here within the next couple days. So, by the end of next week, yeah, that house should look like a completely new house.
Right. Yeah.
And the plan would be the same over there on Sterling Drive.
Mm-hmm.
And I haven't even pushed it out. Now I know one investor over there in that area that I could call and it'll be gone tomorrow. I know, because all you see is people are begging for deals.
Right.
You see it on Facebook in the group.
Exactly.
360.
Yep.
I call one person, that deal is gone.
Mm.
Because they're begging for deals. I mean, you're starving. And whenever I say you're starving, because majority of the things on the market, they are for they're not investors type of deals. The majority of things on the market out there are owner occupancy type of deals.
Mm-hmm.
So we come along and say, hey, look, no, we got investor special, and now here's where the supply and demand goes. Remember when interest rates were super low, the houses were selling more than what they were, what they should have been, being sold for.
Mm-hmm.
Now this is what happens on the flip side. There's no inventory for fix and flips.
Right.
So guess what? So now people are going to pay more for a actual fix and flip.
Yeah.
They're going to pay more for a property that can find somewhere to park here. A property like this because there's not many on the market.
Man.
Look it up right now. If you go through, just go through your MLS over there. Look it up. Look at properties and see what you find for sale. You know, just look and see what you find for sale, and you're gonna be like, yeah, man, you right. And I'm not even saying it to be right. I'm saying it to, you know, just discover and discuss what the opportunities are out there.
Yeah. Yeah, man, I got to get with the right buyers, man.
Well, you know, it's you know, it was back to you know, finding the people that, you know, can make these types of things happen and not over here trying to nickel and dime you.
Right.
It's
right.
nope, here it is. No, here's what we're looking for.
Right.
You know, and if they asking you for an offer, you got a problem. You know what I mean? And whenever I say, I mean that like, you know, not in a bad way, but it's like, dude, I'm selling my house. Why am I giving you an offer?
Right.
This don't make no sense.
Yeah.
This don't make no sense.
Yeah, if you want it, you came to see it. Why? Right.
Wait a second, the nerve of you to ask me for an offer on my house.
Hey man, y'all having a respect conversation in front of people. Stop. Y'all know y'all don't lie.
Hey, no, it's all good, man. Look, we're learning and growing together, man.
That's funny. Hey Joe, look, I got another one.
What you got?
Mystery. It's mystery. You know Baker.
Oh yeah. No, we can't really see him because of how the camera going. But yeah, I saw it earlier.
Yeah, Baker early, not in mystery, man. Got a bigger one, man. It's a wiener dog, man. Man, and she is heavy.
Those he love animals. He love animals. Yeah.
Man, love the kids, love the animals, love people. Just want people to be better. Guys, thank y'all, man. Look, it's 10:02. Y'all done, man, look, you both been talking about one thing and y'all go that y'all did deal analysis in front of everybody.
Oh man, look, we just speaking about what's happening, like in you know how things go, and that's all, man, and that's what we all want to be exposed to.
Hey,
you know,
not this saturated market. That's all I hear is it's saturated. Everybody's doing it. Nobody's doing it. Oh, we can't find a deal. What?
yeah, you're not finding them every day, but if you continue to put your feet to the pavement, you will find them. Like that deal right there, it wasn't one that was on the MLA. You know, that one came from the old school way, coach. You know, driving for dollars. That was the old school method on that one. Then discovered, oh, okay, it's a foreclosure. You know, okay, so now I got two things. One, I found it from driving for dollars. Two, it is a distressed property. You know, so all those are signs of, okay, I want to be in on this. Guys, you know, I want to be in on this.
Coach, man, I appreciate you and Caleb, man. Caleb, I'm sorry for stealing your thunder, man. Coach, man, thank you for bringing that up to everybody's attention, because I mean, I think that was a good segue to let folks hear it live, what's going on in the market right now in Louisiana, in Shreveport, Bossier City area, a property that a guy said, I don't want one, I want both. Then all of a sudden, Coach said, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm thinking it's great news. Coach said, nah, that market, that house gone. I already got an investor that's willing to flip that thing and put it on there for retail and make the max money. And then he's over here talking about, hey, well, if he don't make a decision tonight, it ain't no decision, right? Exactly. It's going to be gone tomorrow. Yep. Man, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Guys, I highlighted this $10,612 yearly based off of 10 houses, right? Yearly based off 10 houses. And that's $127,000 a year in addition to your retirement, in addition to your job, in addition to all the things you're making money off of. Because I'm sure that once you start making money, guys, you have a problem. You're trying to figure out how to keep it. Now you got to start putting your money into the paid up annuities, life insurance policies. Now you got to pay your money to the stock market so that you won't say, hey, this after tax money now. I got to buy me IRAs so I can put the money away because I got a private business that I'm running, a LLC, a corporation, an S Corp, a C Corp. You get all these different names, and now you're trying to keep the money. When you try to keep the money, now you got to start planning the money in places where government say, well, that's paid in something that's tax deferred, or I'm paying taxes a different way, or I'm paying paid up annuities, or I'm paying insurance company to be able to take the money and do the line of credit. I'm buying a whole life insurance policy, and over time, I can take that money back. I can buy more, and it's tax free when it comes. You got to learn wealth building strategies. Is what I'm getting at. It's not about just making the money. Now, once you make the money, you have to figure out how to keep the money. It's more to it. You're never going to stop learning. And as the small as the room is, smaller the bank account, right? If you're in a small room, when you get in a bigger room, there's a lot of bank accounts in that room. And they're all talking, trying to figure out how to keep it. And that's how you pick up on deals and pick up on skills. I got questions now, what's the best way to find properties? Get amongst people looking for them. If you're going out there by yourself, you don't know what you're looking at. Get with a group of people that's looking for them, talking about how they're looking for them, tell them what they're looking for and why they're looking for them and where the deal's at. And then you go in a group and y'all work together and not try and get 100% of the profit, but split pennies so that you all can make money and learn from the process. This community is that. We are a wealth building group, financial independent group, financial security group, financial freedom group, working together with one cause. We want others to come better than us. Once we do something, we work together, we figure it out, we learn it, we learn it together. If you're not taking action, you learn it from the actions of others. If you're not taking action, you're learning from the actions of others. And you're moving forward in your career. Caleb said, I need to find more buyers. I need to find operating buyers. How do you find more buyers? You keep on working with buyers until you find the right ones. You don't find them the first time. You don't find them the second time. You find them when you find them. You find them when you find them. And then when you got them, you take care of them and you nurture them. You take care of them, you nurture them, and you give them what they need to feel pleased with your service. So they can stay your buyer and they be your guy. You be that guy. Guys, this is a lovely night. I appreciate everybody staying on. I hope you was inspired, motivated, and encouraged. That's the only agenda I have out here. Everybody say, why are you doing this? I want to inspire, and I want to motivate, and I want to encourage people. Me, inspire, motivate, encourage. I want to inspire you to take action. I want to motivate you to take the actions with excitement and joyful. And I want to encourage you to take care of your family with generational wealth by building money through a financial growing institution of real estate, right? That's your good institution. That's your new institution. Real estate is your retirement strategy. Real estate is your wealth building strategy. Real estate is your way out of nowhere if you decide to take action. And trust the process and stick with it. Don't be one of them featherweight people that get on and say, oh, I ain't getting nothing in a month. I ain't getting nothing in 6 months. I ain't getting nothing. You got knowledge. You got more than anything. And if you got that knowledge, you need to apply it. And if you apply it, you're going to get some kinetic energy. They're going to take off, and you're going to get some returns. But if you just get the knowledge, you only got potential energy. Until you apply it and make it kinetic, you never get nothing else. Science has now become my favorite subject because I understand now, in order to learn, you must try the hypothesis and prove it to be true. And if it's true, then you can repeat it over and over again. Over and over again. And that is what Coach T did. That is what Coach Joe doing. And that is what Coach Caleb doing right now. And other folks in the group is doing the same thing. They're repeating what works. And they get a return on their investment. It's not one for one. It's compounding interest. Guys, I kept it on the screen because I wanted to drill in your mind what you can do. If you believe, like Walt Disney said, and take action too. You got to believe and take action. You can't just be believing. You can't be out there praying, asking God, give it to me, give it. You got, work without faith, right? You got to do some work. So, I ain't going to preach. I'm gonna leave it at there. Inspire, motivate, encourage. Thank you for this call. Looking forward to meeting you, being on your call, talking to you, helping you discover your real number one goal, and then working with you to reach your number one goal. Take care, be safe. Thank y'all. Oh man, these screens crazy. Boy, what the thing went? All the way down here.